Hello, everybody. This is Zaxton99. Just want to go ahead and say how happy I am that the Redskins beat the Philadelphia Eagles today. I certainly wasn't expecting that, but you never know with division rivals. I mean, the Redskins came in with only 3 wins into this game, and nothing at all to play for except pride, except for spoiling Philadelphia's, Christmas by beating them. Philadelphia has everything to play for to try to get back in the playoff situation, with hoping that Dallas loses one of their final two. If Philadelphia can win their final two, they get in. In fact, Philadelphia still has a chance, but Philadelphia now needs Dallas to lose both their final games. Their game against Indianapolis tomorrow, and Philadelphia would need to win next week and hope that Dallas loses again next week. Dallas wins the Colts against the Colts tomorrow. Philadelphia's done. Dallas wins the division. So that's why I'm happy. Being a Cowboy fan, extremely ecstatic about this game. Mark Sanchez had some good throws today. I mean, watch the game. He had almost 400 yards passing. But he had a critical fumble that was knocked out of his hands early in the game, and then he threw a critical interception that let Philadelphia drive down and kick that game-winning field goal. There was a couple of other passes there that scared me for Mark Sanchez that he really shouldn't have thrown. He does wing it way too much. Some of his passes are amazing, but Mark Sanchez a lot of times just, I don't know what it is. As long as he's played football, he shouldn't be winging the ball into quadruple coverage and stuff like that as much as he does. Kind of crazy. Zach Ertz had a big game. Mark Sanchez, that is one good thing Sanchez did, was getting the ball to an open Zach Ertz, who was only open for on the few yards or whatever. But Zach Ertz killed the Redskins today for over 100 yards, 15 receptions. And Deshaun Jackson for the Redskins got some vengeance against the Eagles for ever letting him go and not giving him a bigger contract. But Deshaun Jackson was gold. I mean, RG3 was basically just throwing the ball up, and Deshaun Jackson was running right under it. Only 4 receptions, but huge receptions, 126 on the day. And Deshaun Jackson's probably the biggest reason the Redskins won the game today. So I loved it. I do want to go ahead and talk about the Cowboy game tomorrow. And that is one thing I want to talk about here is if you go back to NFL.com, something that scares me. Looks like the Eagles got beat, so that actually gave the Lions, that gave them an automatic in. They've clinched a playoff spot. So I don't think that's good for the Packers either, if I remember right. But anyway, what I want to talk about is the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I want to talk about Murray here. DeMarco Murray expects to play Sunday. This is something that I just want to talk about. This scares me. Okay, DeMarco Murray has been practicing. He had surgery on a broken hand late Monday, I believe it was, and he has his hand wrapped up in a cast, and his hand all wrapped up. I don't know how well Murray is going to play, but he may be able to be stripped of the ball easier. He's not going to be able to stiff arm defenders. And here's the big thing that scares me. It's not so much him fumbling the ball and stuff like that, but by Dallas letting DeMarco Murray play tomorrow, this is my biggest concern, is that when Murray is holding the ball and he gets tackled, which he's definitely going to take some rough tackles tomorrow. I mean, he's going to have 2-3 defenders dragging him to the ground, pile driving him to the ground, whatever. If he gets taken to the ground while he's trying to hold on to that ball in his non-injured hand, naturally as a ball carrier, you are going to try to cushion your fall with your other hand. Now, with his hand wrapped up, okay, his broken hand wrapped up that he just had surgery on, being wrapped up, he's going to be unable to use that to cushion a fall or a tackle as well. And what this scares me about is that he might actually turn and, hit his shoulder wrong or his arm wrong or his elbow wrong. I think Dallas, by playing DeMarco Murray tomorrow, is a very, very stupid decision. I think that they're running a huge risk of getting DeMarco Murray another injury or making his hand injury worse by playing him. I just want to go ahead and say it right now. There is no way in hell. I'm just a fan, but I'm saying no way in hell would I play DeMarco Murray against the Colts tomorrow. I mean, he may come out and prove me wrong and be a complete beast, even with a broken hand and it all wrapped up and everything like that. But I think the chances are too great by playing him as a ball carrier. And I hope to hell that Dallas doesn't try to give him the ball 30, 35 times tomorrow. They better start relying more and giving him some relief with Joseph Randle, Lance Dunbar, or putting in the air. I don't care. I don't care if they have to go 100% to Tony Romo throwing it up tomorrow. Okay? Dallas does not need to be handed DeMarco Murray the ball 30 times tomorrow. And if they do, they're going to piss me off. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care how well he's carrying the ball with his broken hand cast off. If I see the Cowboys trying to put the whole workload on DeMarco Murray with that kind of injury, 6 days after he had surgery, I'm going to be one pissed off Cowboys fan. I mean, I will be fuming. I don't care if Dallas wins 42-7, which they're not going to. But I'm just saying, I don't care if Dallas wins the game big. If they're feeding DeMarco Murray the ball to do that with that kind of an injury, I'm going to be highly pissed. So I hope Dallas does a smart thing. The smart thing, I think, would be to keep him out of the game. Let him recover some more and not risk a more serious injury, broken shoulder, broken arm, injuring his broken hand again. Dallas is extremely dumb at this point to even play DeMarco Murray. And if they try to make him handle a workload of 25, 30, 35 carries tomorrow, I'm going to be one fuming hot Cowboy fan. I do just want to go ahead and say that. It's going to be an interesting game. Everything's on the line tomorrow for Dallas. I think that DeMarco Murray, if they do put him in, I don't think he's going to be that effective. He might even get the ball stripped, and I think Dallas is going to feel the pressure of Tony Romo having to win the game. Tony Romo is going to have a bigger responsibility tomorrow than he's had for a lot of the season. I think Tony Romo may come out big and play a great game. We'll see. But he's got a lot of weapons that he can use. Dez Bryant's going to be going against Dante Davis, one of the better corners in the league. That's going to be an interesting matchup as well, so I'm looking forward to watching that. But Dez Bryant is not Tony Romo's only weapon. Not only do they have a good offensive line, but I think Doug Free's still going to be missing tomorrow. I think he's still doubtful. But Parnell's been pretty good replacement. He hasn't done as good as Doug Free, but he's been doing pretty good and giving Romo still a lot of time in a lot of situations. So Romo has a lot of weapons besides Dez. I mean, he has Terrence Williams, he has Cole Beasley, he has obviously Jason Witten, James Hanna, the third tight end, and Escobar, the second tight end, are definitely good weapons, and Romo can use all these guys. So he has a lot of really good weapons that he can use besides Dez Bryant. Expect Dez Bryant to beat Dante Davis at least a few times tomorrow, though. So I look forward to that. But I just want to go ahead and say that my biggest concern tomorrow, DeMarco Murray. If I was Dallas, I wouldn't play him at all, and I think Dallas is going to be stupid as hell to play him. And like I say, I'm going to be one ticked off Cowboys fan if they try to make him carry the bulk of the workload tomorrow. Surely they have enough sense not to. Anyway, let's go ahead and get your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Hats off to all the Eagle fans out there that watched. I've been there. I know how disappointing a loss like this is. As much as I hate the Eagles, I can feel for some of the Eagle fans out there losing a game that they probably expected to win against the Redskins. That's kind of a heartbreaking way to lose, too, the way they lost. But go ahead and leave those comments down below. Be sure you give me feedback. Be sure you give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Be sure you subscribe to me if you're not subscribed to me. This is Zaxter99 talking about the big game tomorrow. I look forward to that. I'll definitely have an immediate response, whether the Cowboys win or lose tomorrow night. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been Zaxter99. Take care.